In our previous video, we made mention of spline animation, and we did a couple of explanation. We did some examples, and we used our text to to walk through or to walk along our spline. So this time around, we are not going to waste much time. We know already. So those of you asking about how to animate an object along a spline, this video is for you. That is what we are going to do. Since we have basic knowledge of or about how to animate spline, or how to animate the text on a spline, we are not going to waste much time. We are just going to do it. Make we go. All right, guys. So we are in our scene. So let's try and do something as quick as possible. So we are going to go with our cube. Let's let's use cube as our object for the tutorial. So let's scale it down. So I think we have something like this. So like I said before, we've already gone through this, so it's not something that we need to waste a lot of time doing this. You understand? So let's do something very quickly. So like we have our cube, and what we need to do next is to get a spline. So we can do some, maybe if maybe you have a custom part that you want to draw, you can do that with the spline pen, but we don't have enough time. Let's use formula. So formula is going to be our spline for this tutorial. The formula is on the XY plane, but I want it to lie down. I want it to sit on the same base with the cube. So I need to change the position of the formula to XZ. I just change the position of um, the formula, that's my spline, to sit or to be on the same level, on the same ground with the cube. So what we need to do next is right click on the cube, you go to animation tags, then you select your align to spline. When you do that, what you will see is an icon will be added to the cube at the right side, and from there you click on the icon, then you go to your attributes manager. That is where you see the spline part. So with the spline part, what you need to do is you drag your formula spline, that's our spline. So you drag it, then you drop it. So before we drop it, look at the cube, look at where the cube is. I want you to see something. When I drop the cube, the formula spline in the spline part, let's see if the cube will change the position to a different position. So I drag, so asa. So let's drag our formula. So it's our spline. So when I say formula, know that I'm talking about spline. So let's drag our spline to the spline part, and let's see if the cube will change the position. So as you can see, the cube has changed from where it was to the end or to the beginning of the spline. So that just means that the spline has been added to, or the cube has been added to our spline. So it means it's ready to be animated. So what you can do next is you move your time slider to any number of your choice. Then let's say in this case I want mine to start the animation from 0. So I move the time slider from where it was to 0, and I record the position, then move it to, let's say, 90. So from 90, then I move the position slider to 100, then I keyframe again, or I record again. So let's play and see. So as you can see, within some few minutes, I've been able to do the objects along the spline with animation. So it's very, very simple. You know, sometimes when you see uh, like when our kids are watching cartoons, sometimes most of us we watch cartoons, you know, and you see that there will be some cars and things. Charlie, they are driving on a path, on a railway, and all of that. Most of the time, these are some of the things they do. You know, like behind the scenes, there are a lot of things that goes into animation, and one person doesn't do animation. You see that cartoon thing, not be one man job. There are a lot of people, like it's a whole company, a whole team that comes up with the animation. Some people do the lighting, then like camera animation and everything. So animation is not for one person, but you can learn animation, like these basic things. You can learn and use it to do something for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So let's imagine you know how to do animation. Someone wants uh, a company wants a logo animation, or a company wants something. You can work around it, or you can do something and you know get something. I don't talk you say hard. Cinema 4D is not something difficult. It's just a matter of time and some small tricks. You understand? Yeah. So this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you like it. If you like it, let me know whether you like it or not, and I will know from the views. I will know from the likes. I will know from the follows. So that is it. We will come your way again, and if you see us on your screen again, then it means you are here to learn. You understand? Yeah. So, yapon.